Okay, brief story time. I once worked with this successful, who we deem as successful young lady in the corporate world. She was the fixer. She was a go-to person. She was the one to whom everyone leaned on. People respected her, and she was able to go up the ladder in this particular environment, in this workplace. But one day during one of our downtimes, we would have conversations. And during this conversation, she said to me, I wish I had the courage to leave this job. So, me being me, I began to ask her questions as to why she felt like she could not. And, um, where does this lack of courage come from? So on and so forth. Because, that's just me. I want to know the whys of everything. So, anyway, um, and as she began to respond, I realized something much deeper. So I was led to inquire of her, do you even want to live? And what she said just broke my heart. She said, I'm not sure. And that response just truly broke my heart because I realized in that moment that she wasn't just tired, she wasn't just exhausted. She was a woman who was contained. She was contained because she hadn't given herself permission to live, permission to be, to the permission to explore other options. She was a very young lady. In her late 20s. So she had her whole life ahead of her. So I was just wondering why she felt so limited within herself. And to be honest, this really broke my heart. Not because it broke my heart mainly because she said she wasn't sure if she wanted to live, but it also was like a mirror of me years ago where I felt that I had no other options, I had no other choices, that I had to remain where I was put. I had to stay put and just endure. And see, the fact of the matter is, so many high achieving corporate women aren't just struggling with a job, they are struggling with permission, permission to be, permission to be more, permission to move, permission to have joy in their life, permission to imagine a life that does not fit inside a title, a paycheck, or an expectation. See, somewhere along the line, survival became the goal and stability became the priority. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, we need to pay our bills. You want to maintain your lifestyle. However, it has caused us to go in cycles. It has caused many corporate women like you to be contained. And in this process, parts of you got putting got put on the shelf, waiting for that someday. If only this can happen, if only this can change, but yet and still, you haven't made any movement to change. You haven't allowed yourself to explore. You haven't allowed yourself permission to have joy, to do something different. But listen, let me tell you something. You can be successful, but slowly disappearing. Listen, I have been directors, I've been managers, I have been a manager, I've been a director, I've had high profile titles, but yet and still I wasn't fulfilled. I was silently disappearing. That's because I had put myself on the shelf. Many people don't realize, many corporate women, let me be more specific, don't realize that you can be employed but emotionally absent from your own life. I want you to know that if your life feels more contained than alive, it's not about quitting your job. It is about reclaiming your identity. Because God didn't create you to just endure your days. He created you to live them and to live well, to live life more abundantly and to the full. And if something inside of you is whispering, there has to be more than this, I need you to know there is. That is not rebellion, that is recognition. And listen, I need you to recognize that it is time that you take yourself off the shelf. Oh, and before I go, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Ajazia, an identity rebrand consultant for corporate Christian women in transition who are learning to navigate faith, success, and identity realignment. Follow this page for more. Talk to you soon. Peace.